Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to Al Stock Trades. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So in this video, we're going to go ahead and do a recap on SoundHound, just literally on the close on Friday for the short stock market we had. SoundHound is up 18.15%. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just one moment for a sec. There's a lot of wind blowing in here. One moment, one moment. Sorry about that. All right, so we're back now. Crazy wind was blowing in. So now we're back. You guys can hear me? All right, so let's start the video. All right, so yeah, are you cheating on clothes? Santa's watching. Oh no, I mean we're just trying to show that the intrinsic value calculation and the overall methodology can work on any stock, right? In our platform. I really want, because there's a lot of folks that are in our platform, and some of you guys have tapped into it and others quite have not, right? So we're going to go ahead and kind of just look at this. So literally is up 18.15% on the day. Okay. Incredible, right? Incredible. If you don't recall, a month ago, we made a video saying how to calculate intrinsic value for SoundHound using our intrinsic value calculation. Okay. So this is a pretty big deal, right? A month ago. And what happened a month ago? Well, since we made the video, the stock has been up 85%. Literally, it's been a month and the stock is up 85%, literally in a month, right? So we made the video. The question is, okay, anyone can make a video. What the hell did we say in the video? Well, we actually calculated the price target of the company, okay? And there's multiple ways of looking at it. And again, here is the stock price at $5.50, right? This was, again, back about a month ago, right? A month ago, right? So what I want to do really quickly is I just want to share this screen here real quick for the audio side of things. And I just want to just do a little splurt of what we said. Okay. When we do that, we get a price of anywhere between sorry for the background noise on the airport. We get $3.87 all the way up to $21. So this may be the appropriate price. But if you really want to be somewhat looking at how high this could go, you could bring this back up to 20%. Again, I personally would do the 5% as of now because I haven't seen them, but the gross margins are high, so we call. There's a other price target to this, which is potentially $80, but that's like really speculative right now. They need to prove themselves. But a month ago, we said, hey, recession 387, bear case 965, base case 1407, and bull case 2185. And would you look at that? It's currently trading at 931, which is near our bear case. Okay. So obviously a lot more room to run up, right? And again, difficult to say. It's a slow startup company, not startup, but it's building itself up, and they just had a good investment from NVIDIA, which we'll go into right now. So just a few things I want to talk about. So year to date, the stock is up 347%. Okay. 347% the stock is up. Okay. The question is did our stock terminal figure it out? Well, very simple. You go in and you type in SOUN again. So our stock terminal, what I did is I used Discord to integrate our stock terminal in, because if I didn't do that, then our platform wouldn't be as cheap as it is, right? It would be, you guys would have to pay like, most likely $400 or $500 a month to get access to all this data that we offer, right? It'll be just too much, right? So we did the Discord because it's one, you're able to see and talk to your community members, but also you type in the ticker symbol SOUN, you get 2,548 results, right? So I just went back in time and I want to go to January 9th. So January 9th, you got an alert and it showed you SOUN was heavily devastated and it went to $1.87. Now, if you would have looked at this signal and did due diligence, you would have figured out that, this is a pretty good entry point, and you would have gotten 300, pretty much a four bagger, just like that, right? So let me just share the screen again here real quick so you guys can see what I'm wailing about. So, if you were to go here into the stock terminal, and if you in the upper right type in SOUN, you would get 2,548 results. Okay. And you got it back on January 9th of 2024, this year, SOUN was $1.87, and our platform picked it up. And obviously, if you were to look deeper into the platform, you would have seen big money step in as well. Okay. But in January 9th, if you would have figured this out, you would have essentially been up, plus 400%. 400 plus 400%, literally a four bagger. Okay. But to be fair, that's our stock terminal. I physically did not analyze this company until a month ago, which we made the video, which is here's the proof. We calculated the price target and we got anywhere between $9 to $21, right? Recession happens one every 10 years. So that's hard. I usually don't look at this number. This is if there's a recession. And our platform, we're going to make even more millionaires once we get a recession, right? So we know exactly where to buy things at, right? But overall, $9 bear case here, and then within a month of making the video, within a month, literally 1 month return, we got 85%. So this just shows you the value of what an intrinsic value calculation is. Now, obviously, this is the part of the video where it was at $5.50. But, we went ahead and looked up this gentleman, and he's part of our legendary investor group, part of our Al Stock Trades website and our mastering. We have him as a legendary investor, which you can basically see there, right? So we did other due diligence. Now, what I wanted to add in this video that we did not talk about before is I went ahead and created a deep dive on our Research Edge platform. Now, obviously, there's other stocks that we talked about on the Research Edge. Now, unfortunately, those are for our paying members. However, since we talked about this company, what I wanted to do is I wanted to share with you kind of how a deep dive looks like, right? And this is what we wrote on SoundHound. This is kind of a deep dive on SoundHound. And I'm sure, online you're not really going to find something like this because, this is kind of pretty deep in the research. But for folks that are interested in wanting to learn how to get these types of returns of 85%, and know how to set your own price targets, we do have a Black Friday coupon code expiring soon. So take advantage of this Black Friday. It's the cheapest sale we have, and prices will be increasing. So it's about it is $750 off. So, and it's lifetime access to the stock terminal, which this does not exist anywhere in the world. I can assure you that. With that, let's go ahead and look at the deep dive. So this is a rising star in conversational AI. But first, I wanted to talk about NVIDIA. Only reason is they went ahead, and these are the other companies they invested in, but they invested in SoundHound, right? And that added a little bit of one of the most wealthiest, most biggest companies now that's leading the AI revolution. And now NVIDIA is backing up this company. Of course, you're going to see some momentum, right? You can't hide this anymore. So we could do a deep analysis in terms of institutional stock ownership and whatnot, but we'll put that in our stock terminal for members that are interested, right? Because we have a couple members that actually were looking at the stock even before we made the video because they utilized their stock terminal because it called it out since January when it was at sub-$1, right? So in terms of business growth, this is a leader in voice-based AI. It shows impressive performance. Revenue is $25.1 million last quarter on an 89 year-over-year % increase. It has a diverse client base. Now, this is a big deal, right? It reduced dependency on a single major customer from 72% to 12%. That's actually pretty good, because what happens if that customer leaves, right? So that was one of the main criticisms for SoundHound, right? And now you're starting to get articles online that says, could SoundHound be the next new Palantir, right? So, the cat's out of the bag on this one, okay? So it has proprietary AI solutions, Chat AI, Polaris, handles billions of voice queries annually. So it's collecting its own data sets. It's used in applications such as restaurant ordering systems and automotive voice assistants. So it partnerships with major players for quick service restaurant industry and international automakers, which if you go back down to our lifetime member, Kevin, he said it's going to be in all restaurants soon. So you can see the smartness and the type of savviness our platform has within its community member basis. Our people know what they're talking about, right? They're not dumb investors, okay? So its future outlook, it's thinking to do adjusted EBITDA profitability by 2025. So I expect once it does become profitable, you're about to see a big kaboom of an increase. Even though you think this the 300% is a nice kaboom, there's another level of kaboom, right? So its subscription-based revenue model supported by recent acquisitions is driving its growth. So here's some opportunities. So SoundHound's ability to scale operations and enter new markets positions it to being a strong contender in this AI revolution. High growth sector, expanding presence in industries such as automotives and financial services. The issues are cash burn, operating at a significant cash burn rate. SoundHound may require additional funding, so potentially they may issue a share dilution. Outstanding shares have, obviously increased notably over the past 2 years. And just to kind of illustrate that, let's open up just here. Let's just give me a moment here. Kind of figure this out. Okay. So just very quickly, just so we can have this here, okay? So this is the financial sheet for SoundHound, okay? If you go to the shares here, you can see they went from 12 million, 67, 157, 229, and you have 360 million. So they may issue a dilution. It has happened. I wouldn't be surprised. But, you would have to go on the conference call to see if they're going to essentially not do that, right? Because other companies I've looked at, many people thought they were going to do it, but the management team said no. So there could be a divergence in that. And sometimes that may be a discount opportunity, as exactly what we saw in one of the companies I looked at, Clover, right? 100%. 100%. I agree, right? I agree with you, B-Rob. All right. So, Al, I have the best ear protection money can buy from the Kaboom. Clover Health is going to make. And then, B-Rob, so you mentioned something very important. Okay. Yeah. So you can see here this U shape, little almost cup and handle that's forming. So you can see this is SoundHound, right? You see how it basically did that U. Then it falls down and then it goes up, right? Well, Palantir pretty much showed us what happens in this U. You can't see it, but let's do the week, right? So here's Palantir's U. It dipped a little and then it basically shot up, right? Now, when we talk about Clover, the thing with Clover is look at it. Its U has not been formed yet, right? We could look at the daily to illustrate it potentially, right? We'll have to look at the weekly. Its U has not formed yet, right? So I agree with you. Once this U forms, you're going to get a lot of people that are on the sidelines that are going to say, oh my God, this thing's going to go up. It recovered. But again, people like us that have the stock terminal and that actually know how to calculate value, well, we obviously were going deep at 60 cents, right? So that's how we do it there, right? So and also just very quickly, this is going to trigger a lot of buys now, especially since it's going to recover into that U shape, right? So we're pretty much climbing to the mountaintop on SoundHound here. Okay, so so there it is. So very quickly we went ahead and we made a video a month ago, and we said, hey, this thing is a great buy. We calculated the price target to be anywhere between $9 to $21. We found the stock at around $5.50, and we made a video a month ago, and a month now has passed since we made the video, and it's up 85%, up to our bear case, which we calculated here. Now, if you want to learn how to calculate the value of other companies and want access to over 2.5 billion outputs of institutionally graded data, and want to actually be a master of the stock market and not just this BS master that other YouTubers talk about, actually go ahead and calculate value. You can go ahead and see from our 700 videos plus that we curated. You can also look at who I am, Albert Allen. You could see our reputation and our analysis speak for itself. So if you want to break out of this wheelhouse that this capitalistic market has created and want to actually own the whole damn house and the wheel, definitely take advantage of our Black Friday sale, right? To all the folks that have taken advantage of it for the past 72 hours, congratulations, right? Congratulations. A lot of you have not integrated yet. Please do. I sent you guys emails for the ones that haven't integrated, so we can, again, the faster you get on here, the better, right? Because we're in a bull market now. We're in a bull market, right? You need this data to basically break down the company and know what's a good price and know what's a bad price, right? So that is, I agree with you. You are absolutely correct. So I did an estimation of free cash flow. I did an estimation, right? So if you watch my video, I made a month ago before the price of the stock ran up 85%, I talk about that. You hit it right on the knob, okay? So this is the beauty of this, right? So if you want to break out of this loop, here it is. And here's the thing: for the folks that have purchased Lifetime, I'm telling you, please integrate yourself. We're in a bull market now, and time is money. You need the community and you need this information in order to figure out if the companies with its financial data, is the company good or is it trash? Okay. So you got to integrate yourself. For the folks that purchase Lifetime, you got to integrate yourself. You're missing out on 2.5 billion outputs of institutionally graded data. You're missing out on my deep dives of other stocks that I think are going to go to the moon. You're missing out on the options and the wheel strategy that I'm implementing in terms of teaching you what the hell is going on. Again, it's an educational perspective. It offers you an insight of essentially what I'm looking at, right? Again, for the folks that have not taken advantage of Lifetime Access, it's going to be expiring soon. Take advantage. Our platform speaks for itself. Look at Palantir. Look at SOUN. Look at Tesla. Look at Clover Health. I mean, heck, you go in and you type in Clove stock, and this thing's up 262%. From the bottom all the way to the top, it's up 400%. You go to images, and guess who you find? You find me, right? I like to find undervalued companies, and I like to basically teach people how to become a multimillionaire. I literally started from homelessness, and I was able to figure this out, and I cracked the billionaire code, which is how to calculate intrinsic value. And I created a stock terminal that can empower you to take you to the next step, okay? Jesus, Al, I'm overwhelmed with appreciation this community has brought me. The knowledge and reassurance the calculations bring me enable me to eat the meat while dumb money spills their blood. Absolutely, right? Because that's the whole problem when it comes, B-Rob, when it comes to the stock market, right? That's the big issue, right? Check this out. You're given the price of everything. You know, what did Warren Buffett said this. Everyone knows the price of everything, but no one knows the value. And that's the problem, right? People think that whenever a stock market says, hey, Apple is worth $200, they think that that is what it's worth, and that is God's freaking Bible verse down on the level, and that's how much it's worth. They don't understand that a lot of these prices are fake, right? You got to calculate your own price target. But the problem is most people don't know how to do that. Now, it could take you 10 years, more than 10 years, and you could be at my level, or it can take you people do it within literally months, within weeks, within hours. They can calculate their own stock, depending how ambitious you are. You can calculate your own stock market value and set your own price targets. right? And you have a community of people that are doing it. It's an open access of 2.5 billion outputs of institutionally graded data. It is open access. So you're literally talking to other people that share your same goals in life. They want to be financially free, right? They want to, make money in the market. They have a passion of analyzing numbers. You're surrounding yourself with winners, not losers, right? And that's what it is, B-Rob. And you're tapping into this, right? And like I told you, as we grow this community, it's going to get even better because the type of people that enter our community, they're and especially make an investment within themselves in purchasing lifetime access. These people are serious. You're not going to get, fugazi people that are not serious, right? And that's the beauty of our platform, right? We're attracting like-minded people, right? So we're just tapping into this. And once Clover ascends to its intrinsic value, other people that are standing on the sidelines, they're going to be like, holy crap. I mean, if they're not having seen this results yet, they're going to be like, holy shit. This guy's right? So anywho, that's all I have to say. I love you, Patrick. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much, Brilliant. So there it is. So there it is. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you on the next one. Actually, hold on. One second. I just skipped a comment. Hold on. Free cash flow negative has never been positive before. 500 million short interest. This stock will go down. Well, here's the thing. You're talking about a stock that has risen up a lot. I get it. So potentially could go down. But just remember one thing. We spoke about this a month ago. And in a month, it went up 85%. So I assume there's going to be some type of short interest. In fact, if you go to our stock terminal, look up short. I'm sure the short interest has probably increased. But again, now people see the value in the company. So I mean, I'm not saying this thing's going to go to $20 tomorrow. I don't know that, right? But again, so so I agree with you on that. But again, does this look more appealing? Yeah, for some people, but to me, it looked really appealing at 550, right? That's when we called it out a month ago, right? So when it was around 550, and then since then 85%. So so take it as you may, but yeah. So I definitely agree, right? So all right, no, I completely know. But look up the short interest for Clover back in the day, and we were buying just like Omar, right? We got an average at $1.03, right? Anywho, that's all I have to say. All right, this time for real now. Have a nice day.